Hello everyone, it's Darkseeker here again, bringing you another Hearthstone video, this time focusing on the Battlecry Hunter. Now, this is a deck that takes advantage of the League of Explorers cards, in particular Bronzebeard. Now, when Bran is on the board, your battle cries are essentially doubled. And so this deck takes advantage of Battlecry minions. So, for example, you've got King's Elec drawing a card. If Bran is on the board, you'll draw two cards, or two jousts, I should say, which is pretty good. You've got the Jill Scarab and the Tomb Spider, which all allow you to summon cards, or a choice of 3 cards rather, and choose one, which is pretty good. Ram Wrangler, whose Battlecry lets you summon a random beast. So with Bran on board, well, you could summon 2 beasts, which is pretty good. You've also got the Emperor in this deck for card discounts, but other than that, it's a standard mid-range hunter. You've got web spinners, some traps, you've got Haunted Creeper, you've got Lothar, you've got Earth Stranglethorn Tiger for stealth, which is fantastic. It doesn't get targeted by spells so easily. You've got the Savannah Highmane, and you've got Dr. Boom. So very much a mid-range hunter with Battlecry. I think that's the best way to describe this deck. So we're going to try out a few games here and see how we go.
Rexa versus Jane.
Okay, starting off against a mage. Now, against mages, you sort of think to yourself, Tempo Mage, Freeze Mage, Mech Mage. Anyway, this opening hand's interesting. We're going to keep the Haunted Creeper for sure. That's a definite must keep, if that's even a term or a phrase. And we're going to get rid of everything else. The Tomb Spider is a 4-drop. There is a consideration for keeping it, but I think it was best to throw it away because Web Spin is certainly more valuable, something to play on turn 1, I should say. It's not necessarily more valuable than the Tomb Spider, it's just a better play on turn 1. So the mulligan there being relatively aggressive to go for those early game cards, the 1-drop, into the 2-drop, and so on.
Greetings, traveler.
Okay, so
what to do?
Let's see what he does. Will he play the Mana Worm? No? Okay, no Mana Worm. That's really good. So now we can just play the Spinner. Oh, okay. Pings. The pings are really good there because that's a turn where he couldn't play anything. And we've just got Gazrilla. How interesting. Okay, so we'll play on curve. And I think we just play the Creeper. I think that's the way to go. The coin doesn't do anything here. Snake Trap doesn't do anything here either. So we're just going to play the Creeper. Gazrilla there, wow. When it takes damage, it doubles its attack. There's the Mech Warper. So it is Mech Mage by the looks of things. You don't see much Mech Mage these days. Okay, so that was a tremendous value trade there. The Houndmaster onto the Creeper, killing the Mech Warper. The Mech Warper had to die because it makes the mechs cheaper for the Mech Mage. It's really important to kill it off. Really important. That's a spell because he was targeting the Houndmaster. And now targeting the Creeper. Oh, and back to the Houndmaster. Yeah, it's a Frostbolt. He was debating what to kill there. I think killing off the Houndmaster was smart. It is a 4-3, representing potentially more damage. Although keeping beasts alive is never a good thing because of, well, cards like Kill Command. Okay, so Haunted Creeper plus Hero Power, doing 5 damage. That's pretty strong. If the Creeper survives, well, we have Ram Wrangler for next turn, which is great. That's if the Creeper survives, of course. And it's not going to survive. Spider Tank, really strong there for him. Really, really strong. And now we don't really have an effective play this turn because we're one turn off of the Emperor. So what I'm going to do is this. I'm just going to waste a kill command. And I say waste because we didn't have a beast on board and we weren't getting the full damage from it. But what it did do is it killed a tank, and that's super important. Okay, there's the Shredder. Now, he's going to ping the... Yep, the spider. That's fine. Okay, so now it's time. Emperor value. Well, Gazrilla now costing 6, Ram Wrangler costing 4, Lotheb costing 4, and the High Main down to 5. Okay, now I give him a choice here. Who do you want to kill? Do you want to kill the Emperor or the Juggler? He's going for the Emperor. Always good to give your opponent a choice between two deadly minions there. Where will these Juggles go? Oh, wow. One more time. One more. Yes. Perfect RNG. Ouch. Wow. And he concedes. Amazing. Beating a Mech Mage just like that. Oh, it's pretty good. Okay, heading into our next game now. So that went really well against the Mech Mage. We didn't even need Bronzebeard. The Midrange Hunter just did Midrange Hunter things and won the game.
Rexar versus Malfurion.
Okay, so this is a Druid. Now, oh dear. I don't view Druid as a good match. I really don't. Especially if it's aggro Druid. Aggro Druid can just get such an aggressive start. I'd equate it to Face Hunter almost, just in terms of playing cards like Living Roots, the Dynastus Aspirant, you know, and various other cards, and then Fell Reaver, and just basically out-damaging you and then playing combo and winning. So if this is aggro Druid, we lose, potentially. Right, Dynastus Aspirant, there you go. Look, why don't you ramp your mana up a bit, of course. Really bad. So, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to KC it. Again, may seem like a waste of a KC, but I can't afford to have him ramping up even more than normal. Look, innovate. Oh gosh, innovate. Now, what do you... What's the... Oh, blimey. Druid of the Claw on turn 3. Of course. How do you beat that? How do you beat that? I've always argued that... that's not bad, actually. I've always argued that Druid is a broken class. More broken than Patron Warrior was, actually. Even though Patron Warrior could do insane damage, usually that insane damage came across 1 or 2 turns. You could try and plan for it. With Druid, it's this constant, consistent stream of damage. And with cards like Innovate, for instance, forget the combo. Combo is ridiculously overpowered. That's the Force of Nature Savage Roar combo. Ridiculously overpowered. But what I think is more overpowered in Druid is that ability to play big cards on your first few turns. You know, Innovate, Coin, Dr. Boom, for instance. You know, on turn 2 or whatever it is. It's absolutely ridiculous. Very hard to beat then. Very hard to beat because they gain the board, they gain tempo, and you can never come back from it. Whereas with Patron Warrior, before it got nerfed, for instance, at least you knew what was coming and you could predict. With Druid, you can't, and you can't plan for it. Anyway, King of Beasts there is actually decent. It contests the Shredder. That was my rant over, by the way. It contests the Shredder, which is pretty good. The Shredder itself dies, does not proc the Death Rattle, and the King of Beasts still survives. That's pretty good. So we've managed to take the board back, and we've managed to overcome that early advantage that he had. Wow, he's going to throw a Force of Nature into this. Wow, King of Beasts has actually done a really good job here. A really good job. It tanked an entire Force of Nature. That's one part of one of his combos gone. That's really good. Okay, so here. We've got the Knife Juggler potential, and we've got 2 minions to play, so we need the Juggles. We need 1 Juggle at least to land. What are the chances? Right, let's joust here. Do we win? No, we don't. So we know he plays Empress. We've got some information on him there. He knows we play High Main. Well, that's not a surprise, is it? Okay. What do we want there? Deadlyshot, I think, is ideal. And I say it's ideal because if he plays something big, like an Ancient of Law, an Ancient of War even an Emperor, we can kill it in one go. Swipe is really good for him there. Really, really good. And one of the reasons it's really bad for me, of course, is because as Midrange Hunter, my minions, well, my early game minions there, look at them coming through with 1 health, 2 health. They're really susceptible and die easily to something like Swipe. And that's just really bad. Easy for the Druid to clear boards there. Right, Ram Wrangler, come on, give me something good. Mukla. That's really good, because usually with King Mukla you play him for 3 cost, and he gives your opponent bananas that can be used to buff up enemy minions. That was brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Okay, Dr. Boom is on the board. We have Mukla on board, and we've got to trade. Where... Oh, that was good. I was going to say, where will the bombs go? That was pretty good, actually. Right, Mukla definitely going face. That's fine, absolutely fine. The Ram Wrangler traded in there and got killed. He did his job. It stopped the damage going face, making me less susceptible to combo. Fine. Deadlyshot does its job against Dr. Boom. Good thing we picked it. And now I'm contemplating Bronzebeard or the Spider. The Spider is stronger here because I draw a card. If I'd played Bronzebeard, that would have been the end of the turn. And I could have played the Spider the following turn, but then Bronzebeard may have been killed. He may use a spell, kill off Bronzebeard. So playing the Spider there was better, I think. Alright, there's the Ancient of Law, and that's absolutely fine because we can kill command it. We need to be conscious of having lethal on the Druid. Alright, there's Innovate. Shredder? No, Shade Max Rammus, floating 1 mana. He really wanted to get that shade down. He really wants board presence. Houndmaster. Interesting. We can Bronzebeard and Houndmaster on a minion there. That would be really interesting. But KC sounds cleaner? Does it? I'm debating here. Do I even bother with Bronzebeard? Sure. Alright, let's see what this does. Now, this is quite interesting. It does the double buff, +4/+4. That is really good. Okay, and now the Mukla, King Mukla there, is out of range from the shade. He can't trade the shade in. He'll have to trade the shade in and do something else. So that's good. Mukla will hopefully tank a spell and a minion, perhaps. Maybe he's got a Wrath and he'll Wrath for 1. I don't know. Yeah, but that's really good. Oh, Swipe. Okay, there's the second copy of Swipe. Really good for him. Wow, Keep is also really good. And he kills off Bronzebeard. Sure. He's that scared. Little does he know, I have no Battlecry minions in hand. I have no Battlecry minions in hand. What is that? 15 damage? That's 15. Yeah, with the hero power. Double KC, Spider to the face, hero power. That is 15 damage. I'm counting it again. 1-off lethal. Unbelievable. Wow. And now I'm in a really tough spot, because if he has combo, I'd probably just die next turn. So do you know what? I'm just going to risk it all. I'm going to gamble my life away. I'm going to gamble my Hearthstone life away here. Go face. And pray he does not have combo. Combo, Savage Raw itself does not kill me, I don't think. But Force of Nature Savage Raw does. Okay, he doesn't have it. Is he fishing for it? Yeah, he's fishing for it. He's fishing for combo. Or whatever it is he's fishing for. It's not. I don't think it's going to save him. He's used both swipes. He has to trade into the minion, but then he dies next turn, even with the hero power. What he needs is Ancient of Law to heal him up. That's what he needs, and then he can survive. Does he have it? That's it. Tremendous. So overcoming the Druid's aggression there, and we were able to take the victory. So this Druid was more of a mid-range Druid. We didn't see the Fell Reaver, we didn't see the Leper Gnomes, we didn't see those kind of cards. So more of a mid-range Druid, and we were able to overcome it. Okay, that's absolutely fine. Now let's head into the next game.
You asked for it.
Let the hunt begin.
Once again, it's a mage, and the question you have to ask yourself is, what kind of mage is it? That's the all-important question. That opening hand is... it could be better, but it could be worse, I guess. Creeper into a... Web Spinner into a Haunted Creeper would have been absolutely ideal, but this is still okay because we can draw into things, and we've got Emperor. So coin, turn 5, Emperor is decent, I guess. Okay, Silverback Patriarch. Okay, could be better. Could be better. We'll play the Snake Trap, and then we'll play the Silverback on the next turn. Maybe he'll throw something in. Ooh, that's probably Mirror Entity. Let's give him a Gorilla. I think that's a Gorilla. Alright, that's not Mirror Entity. Okay, it's... Oh, Doomsayer. He's playing Doomsayer when I've got a 1/4 Gorilla on the board. Really? 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 Okay, sure. I can't kill it. KC is 5 damage. That's not enough. Houndmaster does nothing. I can't kill it. That's really annoying. And this looks like it's a Freeze Mage, which is even more annoying. But he's used a Doomsayer with a Gorilla on board. He killed a Gorilla with a Doomsayer. Talk about low value. I guess he just doesn't want me to get board presence. What? Really? You play a heal bot now? Of all the things? Sure, play your heal bot. I'll play my Emperor. Heal for 3. And I'll get a discount on 6 cards. Huh, beat that. A discount on 6 cards. That's 6 mana discount. What is that, a triple innovate? And there's Snake Trap. Great. Now, ooh, Explosive Sheep. Wait, Freeze Mages don't usually play Explosive Sheep, do they? Is this the Echo Giants Mage? This is a deck that I've played on my YouTube channel before, a deck I've tried out and had a lot of fun with, to be honest. If this is Echo Giants, this game could be about to get very interesting, because the more damage I do to him, the cheaper his Molten Giants become. So, is this a Giants Mage? That is the question. Because he played the sheep. We don't know. Okay. Right. Is it time for Bronzebeard? No. Don't have the mana. So I think here we just play the Haunted Creeper, perhaps, to begin with, and then contemplate whether we play the Wrangler or the Houndmaster. Okay. So, if we add 2 more mana, we'd be able to get a double beast summoning, but no, we don't have it. Okay, absolutely fine. Boom and boom. Okay, he's down to 17. So we've got a lot of damage on board, and potentially next turn we've got Bronzebeard and the Ram Wrangler. There's Flame Strike. Doesn't do a whole lot because my board is pretty much intact. Again, I'm short of mana. I can't play the Alec, Bronzebeard and the Wrangler, unfortunately. One mana short. Okay, he's got the Emperor, so... Okay, that could be a problem. Double KC puts him down to 5, and I can pop the block. Huh. Alternatively, do I want to pop the ice block? Yes, I do. Let's put him on a clock, because he's undoubtedly going to put me on a clock. Oh, what? It was an ice block. Don't know what that was. It was not ice block. Okay, sure. So what kind of a mage was that? That effigy? I don't know. Anyway, we won. That's the main thing. And we had fun.
Rexxar versus Uther.
Okay, this is a paladin. Now, is it a secrets paladin or a mid-range paladin? This is the question. Ram Wrangler has to go. That's a must. That's a given, sorry. That's an absolute given. And we're going to keep Glaivezuka. If we're keeping Glaivezuka, we're going to get rid of Animal Companion, perhaps, because we want to draw a Web Spinner or a Haunted Creeper. Something that will sync combo with the Glaivezuka. The Jewel Scarab, that will do, actually. Not great, but that will do. Oh, no, a Creeper. That's great. That's really good. See, with the Haunted Creeper, it's got 2 health. It will trade into a Silverhand Recruit and survive. However, I'm contemplating the Scarab there to draw a card, actually, but he hasn't played anything yet. But no, Creeper is safer, because if he hero powers now, the Creeper just trades in. He may have the shielded mini-bot, but that's also okay, as I can kill it with the Glaivezuka and the Haunted Creeper. Nope, he just hero powers. Okay. Wonder if this is mid-range paladin then. Would you be joined there by I Like Cabbage? A good friend of mine. I was actually thinking about Bronzebeard for a second. You're thinking, can he kill Bronzebeard? No, it's not worth the risk. Argent Horse Rider, really good. Yeah, and we're just going to play the spinner. Really, really good because of the charge effect and the Divine Shield. It's going to hopefully do some work. His hand is filling up, though, and that's quite a scary thought if this is mid-range Paladin, because there's probably an equality in there, probably a consecration. Cards of that nature that are very hard for me to deal with once I've got a full board, and then he just clears my board, and then I lose the game. So I also need to be careful not to overcommit to my board. Right, there's Muster for Battle. We still don't know if it's Secrets Paladin or Midrange Pally. They both play Muster for Battle, so we don't know just yet. We need to kill the 1/1s. I think that's important. If it's Midrange Paladin, we do fear Quartermaster on turn 5. So we need to trade. That's not great, because it dies... That Panther, Jungle Panther, it dies to Consecration. That's really bad, actually. Okay. We're trading, and I guess we just play the Horse Rider. Right, Charging Horse kills the 1/1. Notice there I held back on the Glaivezuka, because I have a strong suspicion this board is just going to die to Consecration. And if that's the case, I don't want Glaivezuka's weapon buff, or minion buff rather, to be wasted. So that's fine. He plays the Shredder. That's okay. Freezing Trap's really interesting here. Really, really interesting. There is no better value in this game than getting a Freezing Trap proc on a piloted Shredder or a piloted Sky Golem, because the Golem and the Shredder represent minions that are just, well, they're great value. The Shredder is great value. It gives you a 2-drop on board with that Death Rattle. So, if you can return the Shredder to your enemy's hand, you've accomplished a lot. It's a huge tempo swing, potentially. Because look, he's got nothing else on the board at the moment. He's actually going to attack, and he's going to be disappointed. Okay, he'll now play something on board But I've got rid of a Paldin Shredder. Right, he plays Consecration, sure. So now we're back to being even. But I've got the initiative. I can play things. And that's so important. I can play things and he has to react. So now I've got the initiative. I wonder if we'll see that Shredder again, because the cost is increased by 2. So it would now be a 6 cost Shredder. So even playing the minion again from the hand, you lose value because it costs 2 more. So Freezing Trap there, just gaining so much value. It removes the Shredder from the board, which means he doesn't get the Death Rattle. He replays the Shredder. There, he does it. Oh no, that's a different Shredder. Okay, he's got 2 Shredders in hand. But yeah, if he'd replayed the other Shredder, it would have cost 6. So you'd get even more value out of the Freezing Trap because the minion costs 2 more. But we've just got some information there that, yeah, there's the 4 cost Shredder. So there is a 6 cost Shredder still in his hand. Fine. Absolutely fine. So here, what do we do? It's actually a difficult turn because we need to think about killing the Shredder. Or we could ignore it, you see. But if it's Midrange Paladin, I think it is. It doesn't appear to be Secret Paladin. The 1/1 is dangerous because of Quartermaster. So here what we're going to do is we're just going to play stuff. This is what I call playing stuff. Putting things down on the board. Really unfortunate there losing the joust, but it's okay. Oh wow, that's great. That juggle. On point. If the juggle had hit the 4-3, I was actually considering attacking with the Glaive Zuka into the Shredder and popping it rather, but that's fine. You don't want to pop a Shredder on your turn because he can then attack with the minion that comes out of it. That's quite annoying. So you want him to pop his own Shredder on his own turn, so he can't play the minion that comes out on that same turn. Follow the rules on the Tiger. Really effective there. Really, really effective. And now he's going to trade. Okay, sure. Was that wise? Should he not have killed the juggler there? Oh, he doesn't care because he's got a Sludge Belcher. Okay. Well, oh, double KC. What is that, 10 damage? It's not lethal. I need to use KC to clear the board. Okay, that's relatively sensible. We'll trade the juggler in, I guess, into the 1-2. Oh no, we've got the Glaive Zuka. The Glaive Zuka's much better. Yeah, the Glaive Zuka's much better. Okay, so now we need to make some decisions here. What do we do? I have a KC in hand. I've also got a Bronzebeard in hand. Do I trade? Do I go face?
Who knows what secrets will uncover?
Decided to keep the KC in hand. And I'm going to take the risk and go face. The KC is sort of like a win condition for me. If I draw a beast, that's 5 damage, plus 2 from the hero power, it's 7. You put him on a clock. I like Cabbage there, saying oof there, yep. He likes the damage. And he's calling it a race to the end. It is absolutely now a race to the end. Except it's not much of a race, because I'm at 26 health. What he would need here is Lay on Hands, potentially. Antique Heal Bot. He'd need some ridiculous amount of healing to win this game. Muster's not going to do it unless you have a Quartermaster. Oh, look, you do have a Quartermaster, but you're still dead, I think. What have I got? 7? No, 2... Oh, there's a beast. He's dead. Done.
Your history.
Your history. And there we go.
Well played.
Great game there against the Midrange Paladin. We were able to outlast him, and he had Quartermaster. You see, Midrange Paladin, if they can pull off a Muster for Battle Quartermaster play, so Muster for Battle on one turn, Quartermaster on the turn following, and if you've got no board presence, it's almost an instant lose. And they can also use the buffed up Silverhand recruits to trade into minions. So we got lucky there. We avoided the worst of that damage because of the Quartermaster play. So we were lucky. Okay, This hand is really interesting. We're going up against another Paladin. And this hand gives us a 1-drop, which we can play into a 2-drop. Alternatively, we can coin out a 2-drop. So many options. No, we're going to save the coin. Coin Animal Companion may be even better. That's such a strong turn 2 play, depending on what you get, of course. Huffer is what you'd be hoping for. So, we trade, right? What do we get? Oh, that's pretty good. That kills the shielded minibot. Nice. Kodo is great value. Okay, so now what do we do? Well, no, we're not going to coin out the companion. We're just going to draw a card. I think drawing cards is really good. And we're actually going to take the Silverhand Regent there, because the Regent spawns a Silverhand Recruit after you hero power. That's really good for the late game, so we're going to keep that handy. He's once again just casting the hero power and floating 1 mana. He doesn't seem to have anything better to play. Oh, that's really good. You may be wondering here, why am I trading? Well, you're conscious of something like Blessing of Kings, for example, which is a 4-cost card. If he'd played Blessing of Kings on the Recruit, he'd kill Misha, and his Recruit would still be alive. You don't want to leave a minion on the board in this situation, because you just run the risk of him being able to buff it up and get a value trade. So we'd play it smart, we'd make the trade. What would I have gained if I'd gone face there? I would have gained 1 damage to the face. What's that going to do? Okay, follow the rules. Really good. Aldor Peacekeeper doing a great job there, keeping the peace, clearly. So, on this particular turn now, I'm just going to Loatheb. The reason I'm Loathebbing is because it's just a strong 5/5 body. Not that I'm trying to stop a particular combo's spells here. I just want the body to contest the Aldor Peacekeeper. He will more than likely trade the 3/3 into the 1/4. Okay, he plays a Belch. So playing Loatheb there was really good. Loatheb kills the first half of the Belcher. That's really important. And then I can just Kodo, actually, potentially. Alternatively, I do have a beast on board. I have Misha, who is sadly reduced to being a 1/1. I can KC the Belcher, trade in with Loatheb, and just play the Haunted Creeper. See, that's an option too. There are so many options here. If I do that play, I keep my Loatheb healthy. Healthier. No, it's fine. We'll just play the Kodo now. While we're playing the Kodo now, it's a 3/5. It gives me board presence. It's really good. It's really, really good. So I have a Loatheb and a Kodo on board now. That's strong. Consecration would cause me a big headache, a big problem, but the chances are, if he consecrates, all he'll be able to do probably is just hero power, I reckon. And if that's the case, so be it. No, he doesn't have consecration. He has a knife juggler. Interesting. So what does he have? A muster for battle? Is that what's on the cards here? Oh, he does have consecration. Okay, sure. And you trade. Right, so just leaving a juggler on board. Well, I'd like to introduce his juggler to my high main. Savannah high main. It's turn 6. You play the high main. And there is the Amaz high main rule. If the high main goes face on the following turn after playing it, you win the game. Oh, juggles. Juggles. Oh, 2 juggles. Okay. And trade. Sure. Sure. Now then. Dr. Boom is a problem. He represents 7 damage. I cannot afford to take 7 damage to the face. I'm a hunter. I don't run healing. So we need to kill it, and we'll just Houndmaster up. We're not gonna waste a freezing trap on a bomb. But what we're gonna do is actually we're gonna trade. Okay, that wasn't great. I was actually hoping for the bomb to go face there. Maybe I should have gone face with my minion and forced him to trade.
Put your faith in
So maybe I misplayed there. I don't know. Okay, there's Tyrion. I cannot freezing trap Tyrion, unfortunately, as much as I would love to. If he was the only minion on the board, we'd get so much value out of the freezing trap. Unfortunately, there's a bomb on board, and he'll attack the bomb in first, return the bomb to hand. So no, freezing trap's not an option. I've got 8 mana. I need to think about how I can use that 8 mana wisely. The Tiger, if I play it, is stealthed, which is really good. I'm actually going to float 1 mana here. I value getting the Creeper on board because it's a sticky minion. The Death Rattle does give it the ability to spawn 2 Spectral Spiders. So floating a mana there, was that the most efficient thing to do? Was there a better play there? There probably was, but that's okay. That's okay. Whatever happens with that boom bot, the Tiger survives, right? So that's... Oh gosh. Blimey. He just made Tyrion a 10-10.
The light protects me.
Oh, wow, he's flooding the board. I like cabbage there, exclaiming with his oof. Yep, I'm in trouble. I'm in serious trouble. I don't know if I can win this game, actually. Okay, well, let's just try and get juggler value. Yeah. I think this game's a loss, actually. I don't think there's any way of coming back from it at all. Right, that was something, I guess. Hero power? Sure. Summon a recruit? Okay. Yeah. Sure. Juggler value? Oh, okay. Hello. Oh, hello. Sure. Right. Yeah, well played. Okay, he's got 12 damage on board. I think I'm dead. Okay, he attacks with the Squire first. Okay, interesting. So he values the damage that will come from the boom bot. If he trades the bomb into a minion, he's hoping it'll then go face, and then with the extra damage, and then he can smack me with Tyrion. Okay, yes, I think I'm dead. They think it's all over, and it is now. What's he waiting for? He must have lethal in that hand. I mean, double consecration would do it. True Silver Champion would do it. Wow, you're playing the Argent Squire. And what? What cards does this Paldin have in hand that he's so afraid to play? He's kept those cards back. Do I just win now? I have an owl. Do I win?
To battle.
I need to make room on the board. And, where's Bronzebeard? Bronzebeard with a Tomb Spider there could be pretty good. Okay. I need to clear. Just trying to figure out some form of efficient and or effective way of doing this. I don't know. I'm gonna settle on the Tiger. I think that's the cleanest way. And now we'll actually play the Tomb Spider. We're gonna juggle on something. Ooh, Gazrilla. No. We're opting there for the Gorilla again. The Patriarch there is really good because it offers a taunt, which protects me from weapon attacks. And I'm thinking to myself, did I mess this play up a little bit? Did I mess it up a little bit? Maybe I did. Maybe I did. Left with 2 mana there. Could I have played the Patriarch on that turn to avoid a True Silver Champion weapon charge to the face? I don't know. This board is ridiculously threatening now, and if he doesn't have lethal, I win the game. He may have card advantage in hand, but I've got mega card advantage on board. Providing he doesn't have double consecration, of course. Or even one consecration would destroy 5 of my minions, which would be terrible. Oh, there's Lay on Hands. So he doesn't seem to have anything else terribly useful in his hand. He values the healing back up to 27.
I must move quickly.
Okay, what's he going to play? What's he going to do? What, hero power? Shielded mini-bot? It's usually a shielded mini-bot. I usually draw into one of those and just play them. No, the Argent Squire. Okay, well, you can call that half a mini-bot. It's a 1-1 rather than a 2-2. Fine. I can't leave that alive. He could play Blessing of Kings on that thing and beat me. Do I have lethal? 10, 11, 12, 13, 16. Nowhere close to lethal. Of course. Okay. Juggles? Yes, really good. And there's the taunt. So now the High Mage is protected by taunt. The High Mage can go face as many times as it likes, and yeah, that should be a victory. That should be a victory. He still doesn't have it. He still doesn't have a way to clear this board. You'd need consecration. Double consecration, probably. He doesn't have it. I guess at this stage you go through the different permutations and the different combinations and the different things that can happen. But he doesn't have it, and I win. I think. Let's see what he's got, though. I mean, Tyrion, would that be enough?
I must move quickly.
No, it wouldn't be.
I wonder.
So, apart from equality consecration, or double consecration, I don't think there's much he can actually do here to win this game.
Well played.
And there's the equality. Why would you play the? Why would you play the heal bot first? Surely you would quality first, then heal bot, and then muster buffer. Yeah, that play made no sense, but I think I still win. And there's the victory. Midrange Paladin number 2 falling to this Battlecry Hunter. Really interesting. It was a very close game though. My health total had got right down. It was a very, very close game. So I think either one of us, you know, had a good chance of winning.
Versus
Alright, Paladin.
I will fight with honor.
Another
Let
Paladin.
the hunt begin.
Of course. The meta is full of Paladins. Now, Glaive Zuka is good. The King's Elec is also good. KC doesn't do anything for us in this early game, I don't think. So we're going to dump KC. We'll keep everything else. Everything else is fine. That's not good. I wanted a turn 3 play. Or a turn 1 play. I did not want to see the Ram Wrangler. It's just too early to see it. It's not going to do anything for me in the early game. He's taking his time.
Job's done.
So, nothing to do here on turn 1. A web spinner would have been really good. It would have helped us out a lot. So this is unfortunate.
Greetings,
But
traveler.
it's fine. Greetings, traveller. That's fine. Let's see what he's got. He's got the coin. I always prefer having the coin. I think it's so much better to have the coin than not to have the coin. Some of the time. I mean, if I'd had Spinner there, that still would have been really strong. So without the coin, I would have been fine. And then I would have, you know, played the King's Elk on turn 2, or the Glaive Zuka. So not having the coin with a Spinner and a Glaive Zuka in hand is still really good.
I wonder.
This Paladin is really, really taking the time. What's he thinking about? I mean, it's turn 1. I mean, come on. Play something or play nothing.
I must move quickly.
Is this Life Coach, who has a good, interesting reputation of roping? Is this Life Coach that I'm facing? No, it's not, but it seems like it. Or maybe he's disconnected. Maybe he's gone AFK. Sure.
Job's done.
Play nothing and I will play something. Yeah, I'll take advantage of this game, I reckon.
I must move quickly.
Will you play anything? No? No? Sure. I'll win. Well, it looks like this this Paladin has gone to sleep, so, yep, should be an easy win. I don't take any great pleasure out of playing games like this, where your opponent has clearly gone to do other stuff, has left an apology, but has gone to do other stuff. We don't know what that other stuff is. Well, we know it's not Hearthstone related, so it can't be good stuff, but...
I must move quickly. The beasts obey me.
Let's see what we get. That's not bad. It's a taunt. It's in the way.
Job's done.
Sure. It's in the way.
I must move quickly.
Okay, sure.
Beasts obey me.
Flood the board and win. Why not? Right. He'd need Deathwing.
I must move quickly.
No. No Deathwing. Deathwing?
Well,
No Deathwing. Oh, it's only turn 6. Of course, there can't be a Deathwing. You know, games like that are just fun because you get to play all your cards and just see what comes out. And yeah, I got to play Ram Wrangler there, which made me quite happy. And got to experiment a bit. Well, that's pretty good. Alright, this is a dream start. This hand, double web spinner, Glaive Zuka with a coin. Oh, it's pretty interesting. Pretty interesting. The question is, what kind of a mage is it? Is it the Tempo Mage or the Freeze Mage or Echo Giants Mage? Okay. I'm contemplating the Creeper, or the double web spinner here. I think double web spinner is really strong. The reason it's really strong is he's got a ping, but when he pings, there's still going to be a web spinner left on the board. That's really strong. Oh, he does not ping. He chooses the Mad Scientist. Okay, sure. What I can do now is I can either play the Creeper, or I can and double trade into the Scientist. Alternatively, I can glaive Zuka, use the weapon to kill the Scientist, or use the buffed up spinner to kill the Scientist. There are merits to all of those plays, actually. There are merits to all of those plays. There's no one solid answer here. Okay, I'm going to use the weapon here, and we'll get 2 damage to the face. You see, regardless of what I did there, I could have used the buffed up minion to trade. Regardless of what I do, he's going to ping something on this turn, right? In this particular case, he's forced to ping the web spinner. Oh, wow, he didn't ping. Oh, wow, okay, I was going to say he was forced to ping the 2 attack web spinner to minimize damage taken. It's definitely Freeze Mage then, right? Definitely Freeze Mage. Can't be anything else. Can't be Temper Mage. Can't be anything else. Unless it's a Echo Giants Mage playing Ice Barrier. So, knowing it is now definitely Freeze Mage, we need to burst him down. That is the order of the day. We've got to burst him down before the Emperor comes down, does all of those ridiculous discounts, and then on something like turn 10, he just kills me with cheap fireballs, frostbolts, and ice lancers. Novice Engineer drawing him a card is really good, but we're actually going to get value from Bronzebeard for once. We're actually going to get some value. Raid Leader, and I reckon Deadlyshot. What does Deadlyshot do against a Freeze Mage? Well, they don't play many minions, right? But he plays Emperor, and they play Doomsayers. Deadlyshot will get rid of a Doomsayer, potentially. It's perhaps my only way to kill a Doomsayer when my entire board is frozen. So, let's see what happens here. There's my Emperor, and I think now is a good time to play him. The alternative is the High Main, but if he's got a board clear of some kind, the High Main dies. Yes, it does have a death rattle, but do I want to sacrifice? Do I want to put the High Main on the board now? No, I don't think I do. We'll play the Emperor. Sure. The discount, I think, is far more valuable. We've already got a lot of pressure on board. We don't need to add the High Main just yet. Let's see what he does. Alright, he plays Blizzard. Fine. And what's he going to do? Yeah, kills the Emperor. He doesn't want those discounts anymore. Now, Raid Leader looks very interesting. So many choices of what I can play here. I just fancy drawing a card here. I'm getting Bronzebeard value. Should he have killed Bronzebeard? I'm not sure. Didn't go for the Unleash the Hounds there. Went for the Silverhand Regent because it's a minion, and because Freeze Mage does not play many minions of their own, Unleash is useless. So you want the Silverhand Regent because it's a minion. With the hero power, it summons a 1/1. It gets you presence on the board. I think that's really good. Okay, he's still only at 25 health. That's all we've been able to get him down to. And there's the Acolyte. He's actually resorting to ping the Acolyte. This is a super slow turn for him, but he's fishing for his cards. He's fishing for the ability to reduce the cost of his burst damage. That's his Emperor, basically. And then he's going to discount his cards and then kill me. So, what do I do here? Well, trading into the 1/2 is awkward with the Spectral Spiders. It's really awkward because it'll draw him 2 cards. So what I need to do here probably is consider the bow. That's fine. And now we go for value. Now we go for what I call insane value. The raid leader. Doing some work here. Doing some work. Not enough to pop the blocks, but still enough to get him down to 6 health. And that's really, really, really good. There's the Frost Nova. There's the Doomsayer. Okay, sure. I have Deadlyshot. Let's test it out. It is Ice Block. And there's Deadlyshot. Removing his Doomsayer and securing us, probably securing us the victory. And I reckon he's just going to concede here. The question to ask yourself with this deck is, does Bronzebeard actually get enough value to warrant being played? That's the question. In some games, he has got me value. In other games, he's got me no value at all. So that's the thing to consider. And there it is. It's over. Thanks very much for joining me, everyone. Do check out my other videos. And I will see you all again very, very soon.